Did you know there is 300,000 victims of rape and sexual assault each year in the United States alone? As stated on RAINN.org, every 92 seconds someone is sexually assaulted. Sexual assault goes all over the world. The effects of sexual assault can be unwanted pregnancies and other long-term effects on a victim of assault. Abortion is and should always be a choice for women all over the world. Having a choice is important, especially since it disrupts a woman's body and life. I had done countless research on abortions, and the statistics that I found is shocking. My sister has also once had an abortion because at the time my family had just lost our father. Her doctor told her that severe emotional stress can cause abnormalities in unborn children. The government has no right to decide what happens to a woman's body, especially in cases where they didn't ask to be assaulted. Having a choice is and should always be a human right to any woman. The problem is this. The first problem I would like to discuss is that there isn't enough lectures about unsafe sex and how it can lead to unwanted pregnancies and also diseases. Middle and high school should be educating kids on sex education. Roland Martin, CNN contributor, says, if kids are out there having oral sex, they sure as heck need to know that doing so without protection can be life-altering. Teens can be reckless and curious. Complications that can occur is that school for these teens will become harder to finish. There's also a chance you and your baby will be growing up in poverty, or teens can end up homeless because they don't have supporting parents. Now that I have spoken to you about school, how school should be teaching more sex education, I will now talk to you about sexual assault. Being a victim of sexual assault is scary, and the problem is that it can cause unwanted pregnancies. Now, in some states, they are being denied the choice to an abortion. In Alabama, Louisiana, Missouri, and Ohio, who are treating abortion as a crime. These laws should be abolished, especially since there are so many victims of assault. This information is found on cnnpolitics.com. It takes up to 6 weeks for a heartbeat to form. Most women won't even know they're pregnant until it is too late to receive an abortion. Women who are denied an abortion can take it into their own hands to terminate their pregnancies, which can cause physical harm or death. This affects Texas as well. A bill recently introduced in Texas would make it impossible for women to get an abortion. They can also get the death penalty. This bill is called the Abolition of Abortion Act. It's clear that there's many reasons to get an abortion, like being too young, being financially unstable, or simply not wanting to be a mom yet. I propose ending restrictions on abortion, making birth control widely available, cheap, covered by insurance, and free for those who do not have insurance. Ending the limitations on birth control would mean getting help faster for women, therefore producing less abortions later. In conclusion, you can see how illegalizing abortion can cause more problems than solving. I ask that you consider supporting my solution of ending restrictions on abortion and on birth control. As Margaret Sanger said, no woman can call herself free when they do not control their own body.